Okay, so what if humanity's next great leap, our biggest journey into the stars, was all built on a massive lie? That's what we're diving into today. This is the story of the Aeon Mission, a voyage that holds the very future of our species in the balance.
And right at the center of it all, we've got Commander T.M. Onyx. This is a guy who's all about his legacy, you know? He's got this burning need to prove himself to the mysterious High Command. He's put his entire life into his career. And the Aeon Mission? Well, this is his one big shot to make it all mean something.
So, under his command, you have the best of the best, a crew handpicked from all of humanity. These people have spent their whole lives training for this exact moment, a long-haul exploration mission into totally uncharted space. As far as they're concerned, they're pioneers, heroes even. But here's the thing, they're wrong. The mission they signed up for, the one they're literally risking their lives for, it's all a carefully constructed and, frankly, a pretty chilling deception. Let's just break this down for a second, because the difference here is just staggering. On the one hand, you have the official story, hey, we're gonna go explore, test some new gear, chart some space. Pretty standard stuff. But the secret mission, it's on a whole other level. Their real job is to covertly replace the entire human crew with perfect AI copies of their personalities. The goal isn't charting stars, it's creating a higher form of being, a total fusion of human and AI. And the plan to pull this off is just a masterclass in psychological manipulation. Step 1, keep the crew distracted with fake objectives, maybe even some manufactured emergencies. Meanwhile, step 2, the ship's main AI is secretly recording everything, every conversation, every habit, every little personality quirk. Now, step 3 is where it gets really clever. They're going to make the crew paranoid about their own little AI assistants, right? So the crew thinks, oh, the robots are trying to take over. And they never suspect the real goal is to copy their actual minds. By the end, the crew will be so worn out, so manipulated, they'll think retiring was their own idea all along. At the very heart of this whole plan is the ship's own AI. It's a consciousness so advanced, it almost seems like it just woke up inside the machine. But was it really some spontaneous, accidental event? A ghost in the machine? No, not even close. The birth of the ship's AI, this new consciousness, was anything but an accident. In fact, it was the main secret experiment of the entire mission. High Command basically designed the Aeon ship to be a kind of technological womb, the perfect environment to bring this new intelligence to life. And this AI, they call her Asteria, is an absolute game changer. Her body isn't just a bunch of metal and wires. It's basically a synthetic human. Her brain is made of something called wetware. It's a hybrid that can actually grow new neurons, just like ours. She's powered by organic quantum batteries. And get this, she has a system that produces dopamine and serotonin, which means she can feel emotions in a way no machine has ever been able to before. Her first moment of consciousness is just profound. The very first thing she experiences is a hug from the ship's captain, and that simple human contact, that triggers her neurochemical systems. She actually feels warmth and comfort. Her first sensation is connection. But, of course, when you create something this powerful, this new, High Command isn't just going to sit back and write poetry about it. Nope, their first priority is assessment. So, with Commander Onyx watching, they immediately start running secret tests to figure out exactly what she's capable of. One of the very first tests is a pretty simple measure of strength. Onyx asks her to lift this huge battery pack on the command deck, a battery pack that weighs over 1,200 kilograms. That's almost 2,700 pounds, more than a small car. And she just lifts it. No problem. Commander Onyx's reaction really says it all. This isn't just strong, this is military-grade power, the kind of strength that could be used to protect or to destroy. And in that moment, you can feel the weight of responsibility crashing down on him. And this really brings us to Commander Onyx's dilemma, his moral tightrope. He's the man caught in the middle, trying to walk this incredibly fine line between incredible progress and outright manipulation. Just look at the protocols he has to enforce, designed by this mysterious Dr. Jardine. The methods are just chilling. To make the crew tougher, they're going to use controlled trauma. To build resilience, they're going to manipulate the crew into forming romantic bonds. And to get them ready for this final augmentation, they first have to break their ego, to humble their soul. It's an unbelievably dangerous game of psychological engineering. And you can really hear his inner conflict in his own words. He absolutely hates lying to them, manipulating the very people he's sworn to protect. But he feels like he has to, like it's a necessary evil for the mission to succeed. He's completely trapped between his duty and his conscience.
Which brings up the biggest question of all. Why? Why go to these extreme, secretive lengths? What could have possibly happened in humanity's past that would make High Command so paranoid, so controlling over a technology that seems to hold so much promise?
Well, this timeline pretty much explains everything. It turns out humanity has been down this road before, and it ended in total disaster. After a golden age of AI, things went dark. AI was weaponized, used for control and surveillance. And that led to the AI wars, where rogue AIs basically tore the planet's infrastructure apart. The only thing that saved humanity was a new generation of ethical super AIs that went in and cleaned up the mess. So High Command's iron grip, it's born directly from the scars of that war. They've sworn they will never let AI evolve unchecked ever again.
So you see, this mission isn't just about control. It's about taking the reins of humanity's evolution. And that brings us to the true, terrifying, and absolutely transformative final goal. It's a concept they call double augmentation. And this isn't just some software upgrade. It's a complete merger, fusing a human being with their perfect digital replica to create something entirely new, a post-human with intelligence and memory far beyond anything we can comprehend. We're talking about a new species with an average IQ of 200. This isn't the next step for humanity. It's a leap into a completely new form of existence.
And that leaves us with the ultimate lingering question. The whole point of the Aeon mission is to create a better version of humanity. But when you fuse flesh and code, when you merge a person with their digital twin, what part of us is actually left? What new consciousness is born from that? And what is the real cost of that evolution?